Hello guys, this is Fifa and welcome to my first ever video. Today I've got a Bundesliga squad builder for you. Well, I say Bundesliga, it's got one non-Bundesliga player, but he still gets full chemistry. So starting off, we have in goal Diego Alves. I find him a really solid player, and as you'll see later on in the video, he does make a few brilliant saves. As I've got gameplay at the end of the squad builder, which I will have at the end of every squad builder. This is a really overpowered Bundesliga team with Rafinha, Naldo and Felipe Santana with a backbone chemistry style. And now I've added a different chemistry style onto Naldo later on, and it works really well. And then Marcel Schmelzer, I find the two fullbacks to be really good. And then this guy, Aogo. This central midfield is so underrated. Luis Gustavo and Rafael, obviously Brazilians. It's a mainly Brazilian team. Like, I'd started this off as a Brazilian hybrid before, but I then changed it back as we got Diego at cam with my two strikers, Mame Diouf and Ykkönen. Overall, I think this team is so solid. Diouf and Ykkönen up front are so overpowered. They just win everything. And if you whip a ball in, if Rafinha and Schmelzer get up the pitch with their incredible pace, and they're both very good at crossing, and Rafinha's got got 3-star skill moves, which works really well for the right back. You can whip the balls in, and Ykönen's got the pace, so has Diouf, but Diouf's got amazing heading, and 9 out of 10 times he will score a header. And then your central midfield are strong. They win nearly every ball, especially Luis Gustavo. You've got to play him in the middle to solidify the whole of that midfield. And then now we're going into the gameplay. I just went on a random Division 7 match with this team, and I'm only going to show you the goals and one highlight of Alves' save just to show how good he is. And then look at that there. Rafinha just gets straight past his man with a Maradona, and then bam, the header. That's what I mean. You just get down the wings with one of your right or left backs, or choose a team. You can play this team with a 4-3-3 and make a hybrid like my HD Gamer did, where you can have Niang and just put balls in, because 9 out of 10 times he will win that header. And I found this really overpowered with this team for counter-attack, because Diego's supporting his man and they win every single ball. Look at this. And then Diego, he's so good to play in behind because he just whips the ball over every time. And he's so creative that he can really support the two strikers if there's an own goal there. But Diego, he can playing behind the strikers, not at the central midfield role, because he's not as good at defending as the rest of them are. But look at that movement there from Rafael into the middle to replace Diouf. I just feel that this team links. The chemistry certainly shows in this video, and I think the chemistry allows the players to work better with each other, and not the chemistry styles, but just having 10 chemistry on each player just means that the movement's a lot easier, and they move into spaces for each other, I find. And this goal, I think, is amazing. Watch this from Rafinha, the skill move there, and comes inside on his weaker foot with the Maradona, and then bam, far post. If that doesn't, this guy had Hugo Lloris in there, and to score like that with your right back on his weaker foot, who's obviously got poor shooting because he's a right back, but I think that's amazing. I rate him above Piszczek, because I played in this team with Piszczek at first, but he just doesn't work as well as Rafinha, because I just feel Rafinha's a much more solid player. And then here, this isn't a goal, it leads up to the goal, but watch this. I find that so overpowered. Just play the lofted through ball over, and look at that for a volley with his weaker foot. It's just, for a non-rare player, I find him better to use than Aubameyang or Mandzukic, because he used them as well. And Ykkönen and Diouf just seem to be so much better than them, because they're non-rare maybe, but this sums up Diego's set-piece taking and how much of a poor keeper Lloris is in Ultimate Team, because he can't command his area. I can't use Lloris in Ultimate Team because of how bad he is, but I'm not sure whether it's Diouf's physical presence near him, but he just drops the ball in, and maybe it's Diouf's set piece, but I think that was amazing as that player walks on from the sideline. Just watch this, as he whips the ball in. I was originally aiming to try and get it in the net because I thought I could curl it in with Diego's free kicks, but as you can tell, it's classed as his goal, so Diouf hasn't touched the ball. Just watch this. I think it's Naldo actually. Naldo isn't anywhere near the keeper, it's just too easy. And then Ykkönen here, I find him a bit, he plays the supporting role with Diouf, as he tends to drop a bit further back. And here, this is the clip where I just show you if there's the amazing reflexes of Diego Alves. Just look at that, as he fires the shot, Alves gets straight down to tip it wide, and I find him easier to use than Weidenfeller. despite the fact he's not a Bundesliga player, it means that I'm not sure if he's got 10 chemistry, but he just works so well. And this, the long ball over the top, Yukon and Diouf have got such physical presence that they can just win that ball every single time there. And then Diouf with the skill move, well, not the skill moves, with the dribbling, and they just set each other up so easily. And the lofted through ball with this team is just so overpowered. And then Luis Gustavo still getting forward. Those central midfielders, it's like they know that when one goes forward, the other two can't. Because Rafael or Iogo will sit back, or likewise if another central midfielder goes forward. But we've reached the end of the game now, lads, and my next video will be a career mode video, as that's my favourite game mode on YouTube. But thanks for watching, and please maybe subscribe, like the video, and see you next time. Cheers.
It's a good result for them, and they look like a mid-table side. Maybe they're better than that.